Hello, this is Gary at Bushcraft. Thank you for watching our video. This week I'm going to look at a lean-to style tarpaulin shelter. I have done a video previously around things you need to be thinking around, things you need to consider when you're looking at a place to set up your camp, whether that be a tarp, whether it be a tent, whether it be a debris shelter. So I'm not going to go over those things again. Instead, I'll add a link in so you could take a look at that video. Nor am I going to put too much attention onto the various knots that I've used. I will tell you what they are, and then again I'm going to link into videos that I've done in the past that show you how to tie those knots. So I've set my tarp up as a lean-to configuration. So what that meant was I had to change my ridge line. So ordinarily I would have it running down the middle of my tarp, and I've changed it so that it is now sitting through one edge of my tarp. So to tie that on to the two trees here, this end I've used a timber hitch, and this end I've used a taut line hitch, and then to actually secure the tarp to this ridge line I've used the midshipman's hitch. At the back, I've literally just pegged it straight into the ground. If we look at the tarp sideways on, you can see the ridge line here, which I set at about kind of chest bone, midriff height, that it's running down at an angle into the ground. So this kind of shelter, at first glimpse, would appear to give quite a lot of space underneath it. But what you actually find is, because it's going down to the ground, once you get maybe 3/4 of the way along, it is so close to the ground that actually you're going to start touching the tarp. So your feet potentially, or your kit is going to start touching the tarp, and then there is at least the potential for moisture to start coming through. Another kind of disadvantage, I think, with this sort of lean-to type tarp is that you get a sag in the middle here, because it is quite a long stretch, so it does sag a little bit. Now, it might be that you decide to put a bit of string in the center there and lift it up. Could be that you decide to use a stick here to give it a little bit of support. But you need to do something to avoid that sag, because if it rains, the rain will definitely start to pool in that in that little area where it's sagging towards the middle. This is not a configuration that I'm particularly enamored with. It isn't something that I would do on a regular basis. I would typically go with an A-frame configuration, or indeed the open-sided A-frame configuration, but yeah, this one I'm not as keen on. I hope that is something you found useful. I will try my best to get some more content out next week. Make sure you don't miss out on that. You could subscribe either to our YouTube channel or to our blog, either of which are Jack Raven Bushcraft. In the meantime, take care.